Honorable Secretary Shri Das ji, leading luminaries on the dais, friends from the industry. Gem and jewelry industry in India has a leadership position in the world markets. We are the only industry for last 3 decades which has steadily grown into becoming one of the world's largest in its own sphere of diamonds and golds, and 5th largest in export of jewelry. But unfortunately, our country has never given this industry a structured policy. We have always worked on ad hoc policies which from time to time have changed according to the needs of the foreign exchange in this country. In terms of gold, if we see that, I remember way back in 1999-2000, when the government of India was thinking of freeing gold into this country, I was called by Mr. P.B. Prabhu, then the Commerce Secretary, and we had discussions. Dr. Tara Purwala of Reserve Bank of India had held a seminar in Delhi. World Gold Council was also involved, and it was with great reluctance that the Finance Ministry at that point of time had taken this initiative. I think one of the best initiatives that the government had taken to free the gold, and thereby I've seen, and the country has seen, that how the export industry in India has grown, not only in diamonds but in jewelry, because jewelry making was spread across the country. In every state, every city, every kasbah of India had goldsmiths which had tremendous art in their hand. Somehow those 30 years of 60 to 90 had made this whole industry go underground. And that was the time that countries like Dubai flourished at our cost. Fortunately, since we were leaders in diamonds in the world market, we quickly grew into becoming the largest jewelry exporters also, because those who were buying diamonds from us started buying studded jewelry also from us, and also plain gold jewelry. Now today, sir, if we have 10% duty on gold here, and the gold is not available to our exporters at the international prices, then yes, the larger exporter, can claim, can import the gold. But what about the million of small goldsmiths? They still have to access the duty-paid gold, and then, the millions of NRIs and the millions of others who are coming out to purchase gold, they find it too expensive. And then they buy these gold ornaments in Dubai and other places. Why can't we sell to our own people and export these gold ornaments, make our small goldsmiths available gold at international prices? Now, we have been talking through the council to the government to make a mechanism, either through nominated agency, either through banks, to make the gold available to all these people. And this would enhance our exports. You see, last 6 months, for the first time, we have seen a decline of 30% in our gold jewelry exports. And similar decline is there in diamonds also of 23%. See, if we make gold available to our goldsmiths at international prices, I had spoken to ICICI Bank, and fortunately today we have SBI here, MD. So we request you, sir, that through your branches, make gold available to exporters in smaller quantities, because these smaller goldsmiths across the country, they have infrastructure who keep selling to their local NRIs and others who pay in dollars. So this would come in our country instead of they buying these gold ornaments overseas from Italy or from Dubai or from other places. Sir, I would also like to draw your attention that there has been unusual high imports of dore in this country because of anomaly that gives them benefit of 2%. 1% comes through setting up refinery in places, remote places in Uttarakhand and other places. And one additional 1% is given by the Ministry of Finance. So 2% is a lot of profit. And that makes it impossible for any banks or any nominated agency to start serving the industry. So I think this gap should be rationalized so that, even the refineries have been given impetus, but the other industry does not suffer. I would also, sir, like to say that in diamond industry also, we are facing similar difficulties. For the first time, our imports are down by about 25%, which is in last 40 years has never been down except for 2008. And the reason is the high interest cost. Today, gem and jewelry, you see, is having very high interest cost, and due to economic downturn, the selling is taking time. Instead of 1 to 2 months inventory carrying, we are now carrying 4 to 5 months inventory. And that makes us pay additional burden on our this thing, and that is why we have started importing less. Now, the diamond industry offers about 1 million jobs in this country. And by importing less 26%, I can tell you, sir, our workers are employed 25% less. Some of the smaller factories have closed down. Some of the larger factories which were working 10 hours are working 6 hours. And if this trend continues, I'm sorry that there may be a position where we may have to retrench a lot of workers. Now, in this situation, sir, if for the first time we see that there is a need for support to this industry in terms of interest subvention and in terms of some market initiative support so that we can go ahead, because the leadership has to give a leadership response. And this is one industry which has fulfilled the Prime Minister's dream of Make in India, because neither the rough diamonds are available in India, nor the polished diamonds are sold in India. 95% is exported. So I feel that if this industry once goes to China, it will be very difficult for us to regain those leadership positions. So this is the time, sir, that we feel that, and our Prime Minister has taken great interest. His first policy of creating SNZ in Bharat Diamond Bourse has just happened, and we are having an inauguration in 2 weeks. And I think in the gold also, Mohit ji has done extremely good presentation on all the points. And I think I go along with him in also making a demand that there has to be in Ministry for Gems and Jewelry with separate councils for diamonds, color stones, and gold. And lastly, sir, I must say that you have taken an extremely good step of gold monetization scheme. Initially, there will be hiccups, but there is a huge pile of gold sitting in this country. And this country today, having become the leader in this industry, can create ways and means of utilizing this. And I also appeal to all our jewelers here that they have to full-heartedly support this scheme. And without their support, this scheme would not be successful. You must reach out and see the benefit of the nation in this scheme and give full support to this scheme. Thank you.